All right, here's what we got. This is the way they hooked it up from the dealer. I asked for an extra lithium battery, so that puts me at 300 amp hours. Anyways, this size wire that they're using, and I can't read it because my eyes aren't that great. But anyways, that's going to have to be upgraded. What I'm probably going to do, I'm going to put a bus, a negative bus and a positive bus up here. Each one of the batteries is going to be fused individually. And I'm going to run those straight up here. I'm going to run those batteries from the front up through here, and they're going to go to the positive bus, negative bus. The inverter is going to go right here. I guess I'm going to take and glue a couple of 2x2 or 1x1 boards up here, and then put a piece of plywood against that so I can screw into those boards. My inverter is going to go here, fuse, and then it's going to be fed by the positive and negative bus there. But as you can see, look at how small that wire is. Even the biggest wire they got, which I believe is like 8 gauge, is the biggest they've got, is not big enough. I mean, it's big enough to go in there and feed the inside of the trailer on the 12-volt system, but definitely not going to be big enough for the inverter. So I'm going to run the individual legs from each battery inside, and they're going to be 4 gauge, I believe 4 gauge. Run them in parallel. You see here they got this white wire going to the coach, the white and black. That says positive to black wire and negative to white wire. I think that's standard on the interior. But I'm going to be redoing a good bit of this. The wires they have going for the solar panel, that's the exterior portable solar panel hookup I've got on there. Those will be fine. But these crimps, are weak as can be. Those will be done right and properly. Crimped with the crimper I got in there, not done with those type of connections. And then inside here, my inverter is going to be over there. But I think I'm going to run the line for the shore power hookup from the inverter across here, and then probably mount the plug right there. So I can just plug up to the my shore power cable up to that, and then bring it around here and plug in to my shore power here. I have traced the converter, I believe, is on this breaker here. I don't have a fireplace, so I'm pretty sure that breaker right there, if I trace the wires, and I'm pretty sure when I click that off, that's going to turn the converter off. So every time I'm off grid, I'll take and turn the converter off. I'll turn on the, or I'll plug up the inverter and the shore power cable, and then turn the inverter on. And that will get me AC power. Which will run my AC when off grid. This TV is a little big. .32" but yes, I'll have to move it when I'm thinking is what I'll do is come up here with a hook and down here with a hook, and then put a elastic retainer against that so it doesn't move when I'm traveling. This right here is about perfect. Yeah, that's about perfect, man. I can be sitting here scoping out the TV, still be able to get up here and wash and stuff without that being in the way. And if I go in or out, it's not that real big of a deal to do that. And maybe 24" would be better, but that's all I got on hand. Now, right now, I can run it off a 12-volt cigarette lighter into a converter, or excuse me, an inverter. I got a small 200-watt inverter. That works for now, but I'm going to be able to get rid of that inverter when I put in the big inverter, which is going to power 3,000 watts. It's got a 6,100 watt surge. 3,000 watts is a good bit. I can be watching TV and use the microwave for small things. And we'll see how it works out. Actually, I'll come from up here to down here, put a strap right across there. That'll work. .300 amp hours. That's a roughly 4,000 watt hours. And if I conserve my energy properly off grid, I should be able to go a couple of weeks, especially if I have enough sun for the solar. 300 watts of solar plus a 200 watt portable panel. That's 500 watts of solar. And if it's not able to keep up, I've got a generator. 2,100 watt generator, 2,300 watt generator, something like that. Either way, it'll be plenty to to charge my batteries to make up for any difference. So essentially going off grid, going boondocking, I'll be limited by propane, water, and holding tanks. I have a portable water bladder for 30 gallons. That gives me 60 gallons of water. That's quite a bit. Now, of course, my holding tanks only hold 28 gallons or 30 or right around there. I'll figure that out as I go. I saw somebody use a maciator, whatever, and used one of those water bladders to take and maciate the solids in the black tank, and pumped them into the portable bladder, and use that to go dump at the stations, so that they could just leave their trailer there, their camper there for even longer, and just make runs to go get water into. But I don't think I'll come to that. 2 weeks is usually the max at a lot of these boondocking sites. I can probably go 2 weeks, and then I'll just go to a regular campsite for about 3 days or something, and dump my tanks there and refill with water, and then head back out to another boondocking site for another 2 weeks. 52 weeks in a year, so that's only 26. 25. That's only about 24 or 23 boondocking sites throughout the year. Or maybe less. I guess less. Maybe 20. And then the others are regular campsites that you pay so that you can dump your tanks and get water. Yeah, I'm figuring it out as I go. We'll see.